All right, so introduce yourself, tell us who you are, how long you've been with Central, and what is your current role here in Madison?
I'm Vincent Armour. I've been here at Central Garden and Pet for approximately almost 36 years now. My role here is inventory lead. I started out on the floor as a picker. I went from a picker to a lead, and from that lead I went to receiving manager.
And then now you're currently serving as the inventory lead?
Yes, I'm currently inventory lead now. One thing about this company, it allowed me the opportunity to travel. I traveled to Texas. That was my first plane ride, which I enjoyed it. And I got an opportunity to help them with their inventory, and that went well. With our new WM system, we traveled to Virginia and I was trained the new system with all our new scan guns.
I think you mentioned to me before y'all traveled to a Brazian. Tell us about those things, those events that the company has, that you've been a part of over the years.
Yes, that was great. I'm actually not a very sports fanatic guy, but that gave me an opportunity to learn more. That was a live event there, and it was exciting. The crowd was exciting. The company took us on the bus, and all of us was just laughing and talking and just having just a really joyful good time. Oh gosh, where did I start? Those are some amazing people. Starting with Dean Morrison. He's one of the best I've ever come in contact with. I basically started with him first, and over the years I've just grown to we feel like family now. I've actually traveled to his home, and he gave me this amazing boat ride, and I've just been full of joy ever since then. So he is the top dog here, and not least to say Jordan, Johnny, Blake Fulbright. Those are wonderful. They are just the most outstanding management team I've ever worked for, and I'm pleased to have met them, and I just love them to death. It's the most family-oriented.
It's fine.
No, it's just, they feel so much just like a close family. It's a close-knit family here now. Mm-hmm. And over the time, it's just been, from all the manual, everything was like remembering your job. You was pulling orders, and you just basically, all the new technology that's coming in there has really kept me motivated to come back, stay here.
All right, so my name's Josiah Conley. I've been working here since February, and I'm the inventory assistant. So I spent 4 years in the Navy right out of high school. After that, I did a few things, went to college. I came from Takeuchi, it's a Japanese tractor company. I was part of their attachment division. Honestly, it's because we were about to have a baby, and I wanted to be somewhere close. And so I was looking for a job here in Madison. And I knew a few people that worked here, so I got in contact with them. Yeah, first just meeting you guys was a huge boost. I really appreciated you guys taking the time out of your day to visit with me and talk to me about what you had in store. Coming here, I met some of the people here, and just knowing that guys have been here for 20, 30 years, that was kind of a big confidence boost as far as this could be a career, and I was really looking forward to something that would allow me to get my foot in the door, but also I could see myself working up and through the company. Yeah, I really enjoy the work, actually. At my old job, I was stressed out. I was having to answer a lot of phone calls, a lot of angry customers. But here, man, it's so relaxed, and I just get out there and I'm doing my inventory counts. And yeah, like Vincent said, everybody just really seems to get along really well here. And I really enjoy all the teamwork that people have.
I'm William Mann, been with Central for 9 months. And I'm a warehouse associate, clean the warehouse and do other things too. I worked for UPS for 13 and a half years and had a mishap with a family and had to leave, and took early out from them, and then went into commercial insulating, done that for a while, had a layoff, and then got on here as a temp. Close to home, great people to work with, good management, good people, and it's a good place to work.
My name is Blake Reinhardt, and I have been with Central just under 3 years. I'll be approaching 3 years at the beginning of February, and I am a finance analyst on the supply chain finance team. One, the opportunities that Central provides for its employees, and then two, the opportunity to work cross-function. So I've been in a unique position where I've gotten to work with the operations team, as well as finance and accounting and some of the S&OP functions of the business, and being able to see how everybody's ultimate goal at the end of the day is the same, and that is to work together and get the job done in the most efficient way, as well as, people having the ability to go and help others when they're able to, and kind of just all work as a team rather than just individual roles. I had a unique opportunity being an intern during kind of the COVID period, where I got to come in and work part-time in the warehouse, and because of this I was able to learn a lot of the functions of operations and how the business works from the bottom up. And then as we got into the summer of the internship, I got to spend time with different business units, from transportation to finance to supply chain, the buying team, things like that, as well as getting to sit in on a lot of the calls, like the worm calls, where the operations managers are able to come together and give updates on what is going on. So I got the opportunity to learn a lot from Dean and his team, and a lot of you guys that I appreciate, and really helped me to get where I am today. So the internship opportunity was awesome, and it was just a great way for me to learn about the company, get to know a lot of y'all, and ultimately it was the reason why I decided to come and work for Central full-time after college.
Okay. Jonathan Bowling. I've been here 5 years in February 19th, and I'm an off-site manager in Georgia. Well, I've had a lot. More of them came once we lost our fleet. Well, didn't lose. We just changed over to JB Hunt, and I came into the warehouse as a yard driver, and that wound up entailing a lot because you're not super busy driving a truck back and forth. So I got to experience a lot of things with our grass seed stock, and by way of dates, test dates, seed germination, and all that. Moved on to backing up our transportation manager, Vicki McLean, at the time. When she was out, I helped out with that for a while. Been afforded a lot of opportunities here, and from my perspective anyway. I feel like it's a pretty, says a lot about a company you work for when you can come from a job like driving a truck, because typically once you're in a truck you don't get out of it, and you can move around within the company and do some other things. There's been a lot. The whole warehouse moved around, from Pottery being in where the Lowe's warehouse is now to all the way to Wellington, and then that's all the Pottery is there. It's nowhere else anymore. I used to have to move back and forth a lot, but we just run it all out of Wellington now. That was a big deal for efficiency and storage room over here. That made the overflow building, we could utilize it a little bit better because it wasn't clogged up with so much extra stuff that was, ones and twos coming out of there to here. So I think the management team we've got in place has been a great deal of change, made a great deal of change, and it seems to be working out really well. People seem happier to be at work. It's not quite the grind it was at one time.